Hey, you got Keith Bilous. I'm live in the lab. It's Thursday. The 12-second hook. Don't go. Got a guest, the Black Seinfeld, live in the lab with Keith Bilous. Coming up next. Hi, I'm Keith Bilous, and this is Live in the Lab. All right. A little bit of weirdness in front of the camera there for anybody who's watching. Because I'm like, hey, where's the button? Where's the button? I can't get it going. How did you go viral on TikTok? You were on America's Got Talent. How much do you get paid to be on AGT? Oh, you didn't get paid. Keith and Steve here in Live in the Lab.
You're a great interviewer. I love it.
48 miles, 48 hours. And not just once. You ain't seen nothing yet. I hit 50 last time, and I'm like, yeah, things are a little different than they were 10 years ago. So trust me, things are the key. You have no time for the BS that much of society seems to put on the table. Why is that? Like, what you're talking about is real right now. There's just no bullshit here, but it's just real. We brought you in with some Marley. I said, Joseph, let's talk music for a second. We said, well, Keith, oldies, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I've never talked to a sir before. Why are you a sir? In many ways, we're the same story. I came from nothing. You came from nothing. I think the old saying goes that if you want a trophy, you climb Everest. If you want respect, you climb K2. I've built an AI myself, and it's pretty fascinating when you can have a conversation with yourself with your own knowledge. Have you done that before? Why are we rushing to make these tools if they're all they're going to do is hurt humanity? Does the world need an Oppenheimer moment with AI?
What a fun show.
What is going on, Business Athlete Nation? You got Keith Bilous sitting here in the chair. It's Thursday. We're coming to you live. We always come here live. We got a guest today. We got Kamal Johnson, the Black Seinfeld, joining us live, coming up in a few moments. I don't know if I got much of a monologue today, to be honest with you guys, because I'm really excited about Kamal sitting in the green room right now. Like, really. One thing to have Seinfeld, nothing to have the Black Seinfeld, and he's jacked up and ready to go. He's got sunglasses on. He's brought the vibe. He's joining us from California, I believe. I'm in Winnipeg. It's cold today. Damn, it's cold today. Minus 17 degrees Celsius. I figured, I do this show every single day, so to hell with dating it, because we go every day, so we're just going to talk like it's every single day. You missed yesterday's show. Matt Kundell joined us, podcast expert. We talked podcasts. We talked the new media industry. I encourage you to check that show out. And we know what we are. We're long-form conversation, content, and excitement. Before we flip to Kamal, a couple quick things. Hey, listen, if you're looking for somebody to help you get through your shit, if you're looking for an accountability partner, if you're looking for somebody to help you get to your next, if you got a big, hairy, audacious goal, if you got the biggest goal in the world, I don't care if that goal is, I want to take my company to here. I don't care if that goal is I want to run a marathon. I want to climb a mountain. I want to get to the next stage in my life. Come knock on my door. That's what I do for a living. I help people achieve their big, hairy, audacious goals. I help entrepreneurs take their company to next. I help human beings like you who are sitting here looking around going, I want to do something. I got a big dream. I got a goal. I'll tell you what, bring me your goal. We're going to write it down. We're going to stamp 100 days on it. And then we're going to fucking go and get it. We're going to go and get it. So bring it to me. Bring it to the lab. Come knock on my door. Come DM me. You know where to find me. And you know who we're going to find next? We're going to find Kamal Johnson joining us from California. He's in the green room. I'm going to quiet down, bring the energy down, and bring in Kamal. Maybe we'll whisper. Or maybe we'll jack the tunes up. What's going on, Kamal?
What's good, Keith? How you living, bro?
Oh, I am living fantastic, my friend. I am living absolutely fan-fucking-tastic.
Hell yeah. Well, you kind of answered one of my questions. I was about to ask, is this PC or not? But you dropped the F-bomb like 3 times. So see, I don't have to say F and I could just say fuck. You feel me?
That's right. So I got to be honest with you. I didn't know what to expect today when I showed up in the lab this morning. I looked over the old LinkedIn resume of Kamal Johnson. I looked on the old internets. Not the singular, but the plural internets. It's like, you got the internets over on Instagram. You got the internets over on LinkedIn. You got the internets over on X. You got the internets. Fuck, you got the internets everywhere. Come on.
Yeah, the algorithm.
Just the algorithm. It's like, you big algorithm. So I was looking for you. It's like, oh, I am excited to come and sit in the lab and have a chat with this young man today.
Hell yeah. But
you're a news anchor. You're a news anchor, creative director, producer, and editor.
Yep.
From San Diego, California. You are the ultimate me, myself, and motherfucking I.
Yep. I do have a correction though. I live in San Diego. I'm from Oakland, California. I always got to rep 5. So this is my second home, but I'm from Oakland, California. You feel me?
I love you Californians, man. You guys are so, you rep your neighborhood and you hold it to your heart, right? So you're like, you move around the state, you move around the country, but no, I'm from Oakland, right?
Yeah. Wait a minute. You live in New York, right?
No, I'm in Canada, brother. I'm north of you. I'm in the coldness. You missed my monologue. I'm just teasing you. No, it's fuck. I'm in Winnipeg, Canada, right in the middle.
Oh shit. That's why it's negative 17 up there. I thought you was in New York. Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm in the Great White north of you. So I'll tell you right now, San Diego is my second baby home. I love San Diego, Mission Beach. Love that area of the country. Big fan of San Diego. Actually, might be one of my most favorite cities in America.
So you know the city well then. So you said Mission Beach. I kind of live in that area. I live in Pacific Beach, Crown Point.
I know absolutely where you are. Yeah, I've spent time down there over the last number of winters. I've had a place, rented a place, good old Airbnb, VRBO stuff, and come hang my hat for a couple weeks at a time, and love the vibe of San Diego.
Hell yeah. I mean, I don't mean to make you jealous, but I think it's like 60 degrees here. Yeah. And it's cold. So
it is cold, actually. That isn't it? Yeah, it would be cold for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you do in San Diego, Kamal? So besides the fact you're a news anchor, you're a creative director, you're a producer, you're the creator extraordinaire, what do you do in San Diego?
So I mean, I work out. I like to work out when I'm not hurt. Usually, like sometimes I be getting basketball, but I stopped playing like basketball maybe like in like a year and a half. Basketball taxing as hell on your body. You know what I mean? So I had to be like, look, do I want to walk normal or do I want to keep playing basketball? I'm choosing to walk normal. All right. What else I do? I mean, I kind of stick to myself. I read a lot. I don't know if you can see my bookshelves and shit right there. You feel me? I read a book right here. The Outliers right now.
Yeah.
I saw within your intro, you was talking to somebody about Oppenheimer. And that movie is like, I was not interested in watching that movie, but this book done talk about Oppenheimer like 5 times. I'm like, all right, I gotta watch the movie. So I'm gonna do that. I'm big into movies, shows. I also review movies and shows on my news channel. So that's another thing that I do. I listen to a good amount of music when I'm in the mood to listen to music and stuff like that. And I mean, I ain't gonna say the cliche shit like, I like going out and hanging out with friends. Sometimes I don't like hanging out with my friends. They be getting on my goddamn nerves sometimes. I gotta pick them in spots. You feel me? A lot of people ain't gonna say that. They be like, no, I like to hang out with my friends all the time. Bullshit. That is horse crap. Okay? Like, I like hanging out with my friends, but sometimes you gotta need that break. Need to kind of be within yourself. You know what I mean? And then also I got my lady out here too. So we be hanging out, kicking it and stuff like that. We hung out yesterday for Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's what I do out here in San Diego. You know, I'm not a beach person though. I hate the sand. I can't stand the sand. The sand goes in places that you don't really want in the water too. So it's kind of funny that like, yo, I live in San Diego, but I don't, enjoy the beach nor the water.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So that's an interesting dichotomy of a situation here where you live on the beach, you live by the ocean, you live by the sand, but you don't enjoy it.
No, I'm not really a fan of, I think it's more of the sand when the sun is setting and stuff like that, but that sand-ish, and then it's just, I don't know, sometimes it's not that it's too many people at the beach, it's too many, it's a lot of dumb motherfuckers at the beach. You be trying to walk, and they like walking right in your way, or they walking kind of something like, oh my God. Oh, you're like, yo, I'm behind you. You bump into them. People on the bikes, they're getting this close to smacking into you and stuff. We got like roller skaters and stuff like that. It's just like, that's what it'd be. It'd be like, man, pay attention. It'd be a lot of people not paying attention because they so enamored about the sunset and the water and people at the beach and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, pay the F attention. You about to hurt somebody. I seen somebody crash into each other one time on bikes.
Yeah. So there's definitely quite a boardwalk scene. Unicycles, multicycles, roller skates, everything. And that's what you're talking about, right? Which is that whole situation down there on the boardwalk where people are colliding into each other and wandering around and looking around, et cetera, right?
Yeah, and they be drunk as hell too. They be on their bikes drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I got no problem with it until you almost about to hit my ass.
So tell me a little bit about the Kamal Johnson Network. Tell me about being a news anchor, creative director, producer, because I'm thinking these are the things that pay the bills, right?
Yeah, correct. And video consultation, I do a lot of video consultation and stuff like that.
Okay, so talk to me about that. So who are your customers?
My customers is anybody that wants to learn how to produce videos.
Okay, like what kind of videos?
So it could be just short clips of themselves. It could be long format YouTube content.
Yeah.
It could be commercials for their business and things of that nature. But I'm a consultant. I'm not telling you like you got to do it this way. I'm giving more of like, oh, this is the best advice. This is the best way to do it. So it's just like with anything in consulting, any business, there's a lot of consultations within like politics, business consultations where they coming in just like, oh, I did this. This is how I did it. This might be a good way for you to do it. Here you go.
Yeah.
So, and then with my Kamal Johnson Network, essentially, I've been building the network, I want to say for like 4 or 5 years. I kind of fell into news. I always wanted to be behind the camera. So I wanted to be more of a director, producer. Mm-hmm. I've been doing editing and directing and all that since 2015. But being in front of the camera. I never really wanted to be in front of the camera. You should be in front of the camera. You should be asking the question, blah, blah, blah. And I remember I worked at this one radio show, and it was at this spot, Queen Bee's. Shout out to Queen Bee. The artists and entrepreneurs would come in, and the host was asking them questions, and I'm behind the camera, and I start asking certain questions, and they're like, you should be asking the questions. I'm like, oh, you can't do that. That's throwing shade at the host. You can't do that right now, right in front of his face. But I start thinking, I'm like, all right, let me try this being in front of the camera, because the thing about San Diego is kind of hard to find consistent talent out here. It's like, after a while, I just got fucking tired of trying to find talent or trying to construct like shows and consistency. So I was like, I'm gonna be in front of the camera. And at first I was like, I wouldn't say I was nervous, but I was still like, I don't know if I really want to do the in front of the camera stuff. But after a while, I started getting used to it. It started getting fun. Show. I did a music video review show. Yeah. I did that for like a year and a half. But within it, I was talking about a lot of newsworthy things, but people were like, yo, we want to see the video, blah, blah. And I was like, you know what, 33, 34. And I'm like, can I review music videos if I'm fucking 60? Hell no, I'm a little goofy as hell. But I already read a lot of publications, Washington Post, you know what I mean, New York Times. I'm already enthralled in news. I've been like that way since my early 20s. I want to say like 23, 24. Yeah. And I just started thinking, I'm like, when I'm reading these things, I'm like, I have these perspectives on things, you feel me? And I talk to, you know, my friends and other people, and sometimes they don't know about the thing I'm talking about. I'm like, how the hell? And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I was watching PBS one day, and I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. They're informing people on what the fuck. So let me turn my lifestyle, what I'm already doing, and turn it into my passion also, which then became like, oh, I started doing the news stuff. And for like 6 months, I didn't think of myself as a news anchor. So somebody said some shit. They was actually talking crap. That's how a lot of my things come into fluorescent too. Somebody was talking shit. It was like, oh, you think you know what you're talking about with your little news channel. I was like, oh shit. Oh, I got a news channel. You motherfuckers. And that's what happened. And I'm like, oh, I am a news anchor. I'm doing exactly what they're doing. But I'm doing it in a more flavorful, satirical way, like a John Oliver or a Desus and Mero. So that's how my news channel came into fluorescent, you know?
I love it. I absolutely love it. And what's the journey been like becoming a YouTube creator and building a news channel and dealing with the public criticism, et cetera, et cetera? Has it, are you making money at it?
Right now. But I'm seeing the pennies going up.
I lost you there. Go ahead.
I'm making like pennies on the dollar right now. Yeah. But I'm seeing the pennies going up. It reminds me of the stock market. Yeah. You feel me? Because I do some investing here and there. Yeah. I ain't a motherfucking financial advisor, but I know my way around the stock market here and there. It's the same concept. I looked at it, I'm like, 1 month I made $1. The next month after that, oh shit, $3. 2 months after that, oh, I made $6. And I'm seeing it going up as I'm doing the same basic same work. I'm producing the same amount of work. Yes. Yes. Money is increasing. And I knew that was going to happen. It happens like that. It's like, you know, you got to do the shit for free for a minute because nobody fucking knows you. And that's why I got in my head like, nobody knows me. So nobody ain't going to watch me until they get to know me. And I got to keep compounding goddamn content and keep doing it, you know? So
it really is the ultimate. So I appreciate your comments. I really do. Cause I'm in the middle right now building my channel, my content. Right. And I do a show every single day. Do you create content every single day too?
Every day. I go live every day.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Except for days. Except for certain Sundays, you know, sometimes I'll be like, you know, I might need a day to kind of, you know, relax and stuff. But yeah, I go every day.
Dude, you and me both. Not a lot of people do us, man. Like, there's not a lot of people that go live every single day. You go live, eh?
Yeah, every day. Sometimes I go live twice, maybe 3 times a day. Yeah. So
what time do you go live? Do you have a certain time? What time do you go live at?
So I just started for one of my shows, the Sears Glare. I just started doing that show, going live either 1 or 1:30 p.m. It's more on 1:30 p.m. Pacific when I go live. But for a minute, I was just going live and scattered. And I was like, no, let me set a schedule for myself for that. So that show is 1:30. And then my other show, Storm in the Brain, where sometimes I shoot. That show I don't shoot every day. I shoot, you know, either every other day or when a certain topic comes up, that's when I shoot. But I shoot at 3 p.m. Pacific or after. So it's kind of more like, I try to have it more like a late night show, but sometimes I'm like, I want to shoot this shit early because I want to get out what I want to say. But it's after 3 p.m. in increments of 30 minutes. So it's 3:30, 4:30, 4 o'clock, 5. But it's I kind of give a feel also as like, well, with that show, catch me when you can type of ordeal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah. And then I have my other show, The Gab, and that one's more edit intensive. And that's the one show I don't go live with. I actually shoot in my room with my DSLR, and then I go into Premiere Pro and After Effects, do my edits and things in that nature. And then, yeah, I drop that show. The full show, I drop it at 6 a.m. Pacific time. And then I break them up into groups because I have my Gab topics. And then I have this thing called the SAF segment. And remember, I told you I review movies and shows.
Yeah.
Segment. I need to do more music, though. And then I have a segment, and I think memes are fucking funny, and it's called Meme Time. So I have my, like, couple memes that I do that I'm like, get some laughs in and stuff. And then, yeah. So
I'm on your channel right now. So a few observations. Come on. I'm observing because I'm in the middle of organizing my shit. So I'm fascinated by this. So you're calling a network. Yeah. Interesting. You called it a network. And then within your one channel, you've actually broken it down to topics, eh? So you got, I say, like the Sears Glare show, the Gab show, Storming the Brain show. So you've basically subtopic off your, so here's a question. Why didn't you create individual channels for all your shows?
One, because this gives a feel more of a network. A network have different shows on it. So that's why I didn't break it up into channels. The only show that I wish I would have broke it up into a channel, and this was a show that me and my homie Frank was doing. We're no longer doing it, but I would have broke that up into its own channel, because what I'm showing here is that I have my network, and so far since like I said, people don't know me. So people are not going to really. So I have to show my face on these shows. But down the line, the Sears Glare, I could have somebody else on there. Storming the Brain, I could have somebody else on there. Hell, I could even sell that show if I want to. I have the rights to it. But I wanted these under one umbrella, so it shows a network. So that's why I did that, instead of having them in separate channels.
Yeah. Very timely conversation for me. Again, I don't mind talking business in front of my audience because I'm going through the same discussion and debate in my head. As a matter of fact, last night I changed the name of my channel from the Business Athlete Performance Lab to Live and Live with Keith Bilous, because this channel is Live and Live with Keith Bilous.
Yeah.
However, I envisioned like other shows falling under the bapl banner, like, because bapl is like a network, a house of personal brand.
Yeah.
Right? So if you were part of the bapl brand, I've been wrestling with, well, then does Kamal have a show underneath the bapl channel, or do I create a Kamal's own channel? Very exact same conversation you're having with your own head, and you decided to go the Kamal Johnson network.
Yeah.
And then within that, you're putting your different shows. So it would be like me saying, okay, no, Keith, this is not the Live in the Lab with Keith Bilous channel. This is the bapl network channel. Mm-hmm. And then within this channel are all my sub shows.
Yeah.
And then eventually, again, talking this out one step further, Kamal, eventually I spin my network shows off to their own channels.
Exactly.
Is that the thinking?
Yeah. Down the line, where it's like, if I'm thinking of other networks partnering with me and shit like that. So if they want to outright buy the show, you know what I mean? We could talk, but I still will own Kamal Johnson Network.
Right.
So I don't see really these shows that I have under my network becoming their own channel. I could see them being under probably another network down the line, but not their own channel, because to me, it just doesn't make too much sense. It doesn't make too much sense to just create its own channel of it when I've already been working under it on the Kamal Johnson Network. And the way I construct my shows already, I make it so simple that, you understand, this is this show, The Gab, the thumbnails, color pattern. If you
I'm looking, I can see.
Sears Glare, yellow, red. What topic you talk about? I mainly talk about politicians, Black American issues, or I talk about more worldly issues in that nature. With the Series Glare, also like the guests that I have more of teachers, educators, things in that nature. Now I have another sector of my news, Storming the Brain. And now I could bring in gossip shit, celebrities, artists, rappers, musicians. With that segment. And then the Gab is more of like it's more of my inner thoughts on what's going on in society.
Yeah, I got you.
Within my perspective as a Black American man.
Got
So the way I constructed those shows is also to have it so clear cut that like, okay, this makes sense. This is the gab. This is what type of topics you're going to talk about, you know. And sometimes they may overlay, like intersect each other, because, you know, some topics and some worldly events are so big that like you're going to talk about them more than once. But I wanted more like, make it just more like, if I'm looking at it, if I'm stupid as fuck, I can easily navigate through it. And I see a lot of YouTube channels, it'd be fucking hard to navigate through them. They be having networks, and I'm like, I am so confused. I'm like, who is who? Where is what? So that's how I kind of constructed my thing and stuff like that.
Why did you decide to go live? And can I answer this question for you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go live because in your thought process was, well, fuck, I'm recording it anyway, so I might as well go live?
Compared to me doing the pre-recording, that...
Yeah, like you're recording it anyway, so why not just flip the live switch and be available live to the world? Was that your attitude about it?
No, that really wasn't my attitude why I went live. I kind of just went more live because I watch a lot of people go live.
Yeah.
And it's like having that natural reaction, I knew would attract more people to me than doing the whole edits and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of people going live like you and I. Like I think more. Let's face it. Come on, a lot of people say they're going to do a YouTube channel or a podcast, and they do a couple shows and they stop.
Why? I can't say I know why, because I ain't got all the fucking answers. But what I assume is motherfuckers are scared. You're scared. When I first started doing live, I'm like, I'm a little nervous. I could probably fuck up and somebody might say something. Keith, literally yesterday, my goddamn Wi-Fi went out midway through my live.
Yeah.
Ultra fuck up. But most people don't want to go through that. It's like, I was pissed. I'm like, oh my God. Gathered myself, rearranged everything that I did, went back live and shot the show. A lot of people are scared of that type of failure or not looking perfect. That's what I noticed a lot too. People want to look perfect.
I'm with you. That's why I like going live, because this is real life. Yeah, sometimes Wi-Fi goes out in the middle of a business meeting. Yeah, sometimes power goes out in the middle of an NFL football game. I was sitting in Giant Stadium once before and the lights went up. Shit happens.
Yeah.
And you got to figure it out. So to me, like I build my brand, Kamal, is around accountability, showing up. I show up every single fucking day. I show up.
Yeah.
I out show up most people. I clearly you show up every single day too. Yeah. So, and I decided to go live. I'll tell you why, Kamal, to hold myself accountable to it. Because when I got behind the microphone and said live to the world, hey, Kamal, hey, world, I'm going to be here tomorrow at noon. And oh yeah, I'll be here the next day at noon. And I'll keep being here at noon. And when I make this statement into this little device in front of me and it goes out onto the internets, the public internets,
yeah,
plural.
Yeah.
I feel accountable to that. You know exactly what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it's like, if you hold yourself with pride, right?
Yes.
You're not going to let the public look at you as a fucking liar.
Exactly.
You just like the rest of them. You do a couple ones and then you fall the fuck off.
Yes.
That ain't about to happen with me. But you, Keith,
no.
I see it in you too, man. Like going live every day, that's a different type of animal. But then you got to think, I'm looking at, I look at stuff like sports sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I don't play basketball, growing up and shit like that. If the pros are doing that, going live every day, are they going live 3 to 4 times out the week? Why the fuck can I? And I'm taking this shit serious.
Yes.
So it just baffles me when sometimes people, when I'm at networking events or talk to people, Keith, you probably probably the third person that I know personally right now that goes live every day. And I done met hella motherfuckers. Now, other people that got hella good numbers and 20,000 subs, 300,000 subs, they going live every day or every other day. Why wouldn't I do what they do?
Yes.
They're the pros. Right now, we in our sophomore goddamn,
Well, you know what I say? Come on, I always say to my audience, probably like you say to your audience. So right now, my friend, we're in the clubs. We're just doing our time in the clubs. Little intimate club on the corner there in Mission Beach. A couple hundred people in the club, having a pop, just enjoying some tunes, some spoken word from Kamal and Keith in the corner. And then one day we're gonna wake up and Kamal and Keith are gonna be in SoFi Stadium. But before we get to SoFi Stadium, we're going to end up in the arena. So we're going to go from a couple 100-seat club to a 15,000-seat arena. Before we go to the 15,000-seat arena, we're going to go to about a 7,000-seat auditorium. They're going to listen to us. They're going to hear us speak. And they're going to tell their friends. And then we're going to wake up 18 months later doing an arena. And then we're going to wake up a couple years later. We're going to be next to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce in a big old stadium, 50, 60,000 people. That's how I see my journey. So I'm in the club, spoken word, and the way that I do my things, just breaking out. And I have the patience to keep climbing the ladder, and I'm going to outlast every motherfucker out there.
Yeah. And I mean, I look at it too. It's like if you consistently keep doing it or whatever, you feel me? You see your numbers go up. I'm seeing it incrementally go up.
Yes.
I remember at one point I did this shit for 3 months. Keith, I had no fucking subs. Barely anybody was watching.
Yeah.
That's one of the point of times where I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this shit. But then I was like, man, F that. I'm gonna keep doing this because this is bigger than me.
Yes, because if you didn't, because if you took you and 9 of your buddies and stood in a room, 9 of the guys are going to stop.
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen. So if you can find the wherewithal to last it out, that's why the creator world is what it is, right? 99% of the world is consumers. So they want to watch Keith and Kamal. Right. So if you can find a way to stick it out and find a way to find pennies on earth to pay the bills, I believe you can become one of those 1%, because 99% want to watch 1%. Mm-hmm. You got to find a way to stick it out. So if you can stick it out, off the races you go, man. That's my plan. And just keep incrementally getting better. Just keep showing up.
Exactly. And if you really think about it, right, it's like, okay, not only do I look at this like the news channel and stuff like that from like a sports lens, but I also look at it from a corporate lens. I'm a corporation. You feel me? Yeah. Corporation, right? We all done work jobs, right?
Yeah.
How long does it really take you to start really being like, man, I could do this shit in my sleep and anything, blah, blah. And then also when you start kind of really getting promotions, 4 to 5 years. When you talk to these creatives that's popping and booming and stuff like that, what they always tell you, well, I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years before I even had any type of traction.
Well, that's
so it's a blueprint that's kind of be set there for you. Now, is it always going to be 4 or 5 years when it hit? No, some people it might take 6, some people it might take 7, but motherfuckers is getting their 10,000 hours to be the master of the craft, and a lot of people just see the end result. They see the boomness. They see like, damn, you got 500,000K subs. Oh, damn, what? You know, I've been doing it for like 5-6 years. Keith, I just told you I've been editing and stuff since 2015, which means I've been in the realm of
this.
Yeah. So that's just how I kind of look at it. And it's like, what'd you say? What you said was like 9 out of 10 people gonna fucking quit. And you know how I know that 9 out of 10 people will fucking quit, Keith? Because them 9 motherfuckers be in my comments hating. God damn. Yeah. Oh goodness, man. That's how I kind of knew I had something too. It's a weird way to think, but when I started doing the news channel, the Gab, was the first show that I kind of geared towards news. And one of the first comments, I won't say the comment, but it was fucking hateful as hell. But at that point, it was in my head, I was like, damn, I got something. Because I sparked something in somebody to take time out their weak ass day to comment on what I'm doing. I got something. So I knew I was going to have that sector, like an audience, because believe it or not, you have 2 sectors of your audience. You have an sector of your audience of people that love you, that fuck with you, that is gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. And then you have a sector of your audience that fucking hates, that sucks. You feel me? You might learn from them here and there, but they fucking trolls. They are haters. But the thing about the trolls and the haters, they boost your shit up. They be the main one sharing. Oh, look at this guy. Then they dumbass don't know. Yeah, you showed 10 people, maybe 7 people hated it, but out of them 10, 2 people actually liked it. And it's like, oh, I kind of like this shit. Damn. Then they share it with their friends. It might be 5 people that see it, and like 3 of them be like, God damn it, I can't stand this motherfucker. One of them is like, damn, I really like that. I really like bro. I like his message, or her, or whatever you want to call it. That's just like kind of just how I just think about this shit, man. That's just how I think about it.
If you're getting a reaction, you're getting something, right? Yep. So, I think there's nothing wrong with getting a reaction. So if you're getting a reaction, keep doing it. Really is what the, is what's that to me is data. Data's saying, oh yeah, just keep pushing this button because you're going to get a reaction from people. So Kamal, when you close your eyes, YouTube creator, you look ahead 36 months, where do you see the Kamal Johnson network? Like, what would you, I loved your comment if, I can't be 60 doing X, Y, Z. How do you envision the future of your network?
Shit, you said 36 months, which is 3 years for some of the slow people out there that don't know how to do months and years. Would I see myself in 3 years? So, okay, I see my network because what I just did right now, Keith, is I'm setting up the business checking account right now, and I'm going to start applying for grants and stuff. And then as of now, I'm able to take donations and things of that nature. I got my EIN and stuff. So I see not only my network helping out, my community around me and helping out, my Black people and Black Americans around me with finances and things in that nature. I see myself having more, pristine guests, even though the guests that I have on there were all great and stuff like that. But I want to be kind of a hub, people to come to get their information out there, get their business out there, get their ideology out there. We can also come together to, I guess, combat certain ideology, and I guess find a way, I guess, humanity better. And in my eyes, what makes humanity better is if I help out my people, my Black Americans, my Black people. If I can help out my people, automatically makes humanity better. And that's where I see my news channel in a couple years. And making a whole lot of fucking money. I hate when people act like they ain't trying to make money off this. Yeah, I just want to help out. No, you want to make money too. You want to help out people while making money.
In my experience, that's why we are entrepreneurs. I laugh when I meet a fellow entrepreneur who tells me they want to change the world. I'm like, that's great, but you want to make some fucking cash.
Thank you.
So I made no mistake when I was building my first business that I was out to make as much cash as I possibly could, and I did. And I made out with boatloads of it. So anybody telling you differently is lying to you. And because the reality is that's why we sacrifice everything we sacrifice, because we're waiting for the bucket of money at the end of the rainbow.
Exactly.
Right. So tell me about your podcast journey. We connected on Podmatch. Tell me about how you're using podcasts for your brand, for your business, and perhaps what the purpose of why you're using it.
It's just an extra tool. I really see more of the numbers on my podcast are really low, but I can tell why it's low because I notice my show is very visual. So people just go on YouTube and kind of catch what's going on. But it's another way to get your information out there. And it's another avenue that, like, if stuff start popping off, when stuff start popping off with the news channel, they could go there and it's another stream of revenue. Like they put ads on podcasts and stuff like that. And I don't see many people utilize YouTube and podcasts at the same time. They just do either or. And I'm like, look, I already know that the back end and stuff and how to upload things and, edit and stuff like that. So it's just an easy plug and play for me. Boom, just upload it, have it there and stuff like that. That's just how I look at my podcast journey and podding and stuff like that. It's just another tentacle of getting my news channel out there and another tentacle of earning some revenue down the line.
Yes. Yeah. It's marketing, right? It's another vehicle to get your name out there and get in front of people and so forth. So, hey, Kamal, before we work towards wrapping up our chat, anything you want to make sure the audience knows about your network, knows about yourself, anything you want to keep chatting about that I haven't asked you about? Any questions for me? What do you want to throw on there, my friend?
I got a couple questions, but I'm going to ask them in a little bit. But I did want to tell, because I know you mentioned me as the Black Seinfeld. I remember I'll tell you how I even got that name, because like some people would be like, Black Seinfeld, what? And it's like, remember how I told you, like, I'll be figuring out stuff because people be talking shit and they be trying to clown, but then they just be like, I'll be like, bro, you actually kind of big me up. So one of these, man, Reddit is wild at times. And on one of my videos, somebody put on there, oh, this guy out here got them corny Seinfeld jokes. And I was like, wait a minute, Seinfeld kind of a legend. So if you saying I'm in the Seinfeld category and stuff like that, I was like, I'm gonna play off this. I started calling myself the Black Seinfeld. And it's catchy. It's catchy as hell. And it's using somebody negative against them.
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's a quick association of your brand with a known brand.
Yeah.
Right. So I expected, and I say this with full of humor. I expected when I saw you were Black Seinfeld, we were going to talk about nothing today.
Yeah. We changed that. We talk about a whole lot of something.
You know what I'm getting at? Cause you know I'm getting at, right? Because Seinfeld's all about nothing. There's nothing going on there, but it's fucking funny as shit, man.
Yeah. Have you heard of Wale, the artist?
Yeah. Why have I? Yeah, I think I have.
He did an album. He was kind of paying homage to Seinfeld.
Yeah.
what the hell was it? Was it a mixtape? I think, what was it called? All About Something About Nothing. I can't fucking remember it, but it was also, you know, I was like, damn, you know, I thought we weren't gonna talk about nothing, but we didn't. We talked about a whole lot of something. Wait a minute, let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
You still in Canada right now, or like, are you in the States?
No, so when we started the show, I was in Canada, and I actually have not departed. I have not got on the airplane, haven't driven. I've stayed in the same studio since we started the show. So yeah, so I'm actually haven't moved. I've only switched camera a couple times, so that sometimes I'm here, or sometimes I'm over here, or sometimes I'm even over here, or sometimes I can even go back over here. But no, I actually, my friend, I am still in Canada.
All right, Canada.
No, that wasn't me walking up top of us there in the video behind us. That's not me walking off the screen.
Yeah.
Have you been to Canada before?
I need to visit one day. I need to visit throughout the States first, though. I need to travel a little bit more, but I mostly want to go to Canada minus that fucking cold, man. I don't want to be in that cold. God damn. Here all the time it's cold. When is it warm in Canada?
It's warm in Canada in May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, and then it starts to chill down a little bit for sure. Yeah, it's chilly.
Okay, what's y'all warm? Like 50 degrees?
Oh, no, shit, no. So summertime, you know, easily plus 30 Celsius. So, you know, 80s, 90s Fahrenheit, right? So, you know, tickling 100, right? So we have some nice summers here, but it's just short. Bang, bang.
Yeah, damn. I know that sucks.
Yeah, you should come visit us sometime.
Hell yeah, I need to make my way out there. You feel me? Like, all right, before I start plugging my news channel and stuff like that, what is the climate out in Canada? So you know the climate in America is kind of like in disarray in a sense.
The political climate?
The United States is just general. We just in fucking ray. You feel me?
Yeah, that's an understatement. That's an understatement, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm like, I see. Sometimes I see people from Canada post on things and stuff like that, and I always wonder. I'm like, how is y'all climate? Is it good? Are y'all in kind of disarray? Are y'all like, I don't know. So you the expert, you know?
Yeah, we're fucking disarray, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's. I think so. Come on, I think the whole world's in fucking disarray.
That's what I think.
Right? It's no, but it is though. The world is going through a significant shift. Right? I'm old. I've been around for a while, so I've seen a few shifts.
Yeah.
The world's going through one again. There's no question about it. And your country's in disarray. My country's in disarray, and the world's looking to sort itself out again. Right? Like what's the world order going to be with Russia and China and Canada and United States? And you know, I grew up of the generation where the United States was the world police. Well, I don't know if the United States wants to be the world police anymore, and I don't know if the world wants the United States to be the world police anymore. So shit's changing, right? And politically changing, ideologies are changing. There's just lots of change happening, and technology changing. Like fuck.
Yeah.
But so I'll tell you something that people aren't talking about, but it's happening right in front of our eyes, and we're all going to wake up in 10 years, and we're going to see how different it is.
Yeah.
Apple Vision Pro was launched 2 weeks ago.
You know why I'm giving hand claps? Because I own Apple stock, baby. Keep buying them Apple Pro Vision.
Here's the difference. Back when this thing was released, we all didn't see it being built. So nobody really knew about it because the internet was still relatively immature, and it was like, oh yeah, a big secret over there. This iPhone thing happened. Now that we're seeing these products developed in the open, we are going to subtly. So right now we're in the Renaissance period of Vision Pro. You know, Renaissance is right. You're living through it. You can't reflect upon it till it's done. Right now we are in Renaissance period happening with Vision Pro. We're going to wake up in 2033, 2034, after 10 years with the Pro, full different world, right? It's going to be augmented reality. It's of course not going to be a fucking ski goggle headset. We all know that. Just like this thing's not wired to the wall. It's the size of, you know, a tack, right? Like you're wearing glasses like you're wearing glasses right now, and you're going to be seeing, we are going to be having a very different experience in this show 10 years from now. And people just aren't, I don't think people are really talking about it, but that to me is a fundamental shift in society.
So you talk about like virtual reality, chat GPT, AI,
mixed reality. Yeah. You know, having computing just around you all of the time. Yeah. Right. The way that AI is changing quickly, the way that, listen, when we use this thing, it's very obstructive, right? So I'll back it up. Society had to learn how to adapt to how do we weave these devices into society? We can't drive with them. You know, they wreck conversations. We do this half the time, creating a barrier for people. Yeah. Same thing's going to happen happen with the new technology of these headsets, the spatial computing devices, right? So, but that's also changing the world. So not only is the world ideology changing, not only is your country in disarray, my country in disarray, but the technology that's being weaved into the fabric of society is changing the world. Remember how the world got so small with this thing?
Yeah, it got fucking tiny.
Right? They go, yeah, I can just go talk to Kamal in San Diego. I could just FaceTime. Well, yeah, I'm buddies. I could talk to him every fucking second of the day. I'm just buddies with Kamal.
Yep.
It's gonna get even smaller when I can teleport into your world with the headset on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm using teleport in air quotes because I'm not going to teleport, but I'm going to be able to have a. I'm looking for a word here. I'm looking for a presence. I've used the Meta Quest Pro with friends in the same room that we're in Texas. I was here in Canada and was able to have presence where they beamed themselves into my room. I can see their face. When you can feel virtual presence with somebody, that's game changer, man.
Yeah,
game changer.
Yeah, that's most definitely a game changer. And at the same time, I'm gonna talk to your audience for a minute. Actually, let me ask this first.
Yeah.
Do y'all have like a stock market in Canada? It might be a dumb question, but I don't know. Do y'all like how the United States have their stock market? Do y'all have one out there in Canada like that?
So we do. It's still it's like papers and pencils and rubbles and rocks and marbles. We still haven't adopted technology yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, that's wild.
Like my house, the back of my house actually is still constructed with like igloo blocks. In the wintertime, we have a cold room. It's constructed with snow block.
For real? God damn. No. No, seriously though, like
we have the Toronto Stock Exchange. Yeah, we have a big market just like NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange. Yes.
Yeah.
We have a fully functioning society here.
Okay. I just gotta ask because y'all, like, I'm telling you, the Canada news it don't come here at all. I hear about everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
But seriously, I literally hear about everywhere else in the world, and in Canada is just it don't get promoted to us like that. It's weird. It's so weird to me.
It's true because we're just nice, friendly neighbors to the north. Come on, like we're just so nice. Like we're just so kind. We're so polite.
So y'all got Drake. Drake is y'all representative, and he's petty. Yeah, you feel me?
We got Drake. Yes, we do got Drake.
Yeah, but see, my thing is, I think what I'm saying is like on YouTube, I see a lot of like news or a lot of when it comes to, like, politics. I see it everywhere else in the world.
Yeah,
but in Canada, even it was this one dude, right? And he was Canadian, and in my head, I'm like, okay, he might start talking about like Canadian politics, what's going on in the environment out there. But he had two women on there from the States, and they just talk about what's going on in the fucking States. And I'm like, no, I want to hear what the fuck going on with y'all. Are y'all in disarray too?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. We are in disarray, man. We are absolutely in disarray here. That's there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Disarray everywhere around the world, Kamal Johnson. Yep.
Man.
So, here's the thing. So so this is good for you. You now have a friend in Canada.
Yeah.
You got your buddy Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Here in Winnipeg, Canada. He goes live just like you do. Fuck, we should like we could do a segment. I can come on your show and I can do the Canadian news with Kamal Johnson. And we can do some bits. We can have some fun. We could do I could bring you news. I can present it to you and you can comment on it. Dude, we could probably have some fun with Canadian news from Kamal Johnson. There you go.
Hey, that'd be kind of dope though.
That's actually pretty good. And so it's from the Black Seinfeld's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and then we do some deals with the lab here, and we can cross promote it. You can put some content up here. I'll put some. Yeah, maybe there's something there, my friend.
It might be because I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, because we need y'all out there too. You know what I mean? Y'all do great things out in Canada, and we'll love to hear it. And we would love to hear your shitty side too, because god damn it, we're not the only one in goddamn North America that's on some shitty stuff. I mean, I hear about, Mexico and stuff all the time too. You feel me? But god damn it, I'm like, look at here. It ain't just America and Mexico that's in woes. You feel me? We in this together.
Dude, you already would have been a source of education for your audience just by knowing the fact that part of my house is built with snow.
Oh yeah.
So fuck, man. Like, so right then and there, you are providing a service to your audience. You're educating your audience that your friends up to the north still use snow to build their houses. So I'm tossing it over to you. If you're looking for some great Canadian content, great Canadian news from a country that's still in disarray, would love to serve it up to you, pal. Could do it up with you for sure.
Okay. I'm most definitely gonna think about it, man. Most definitely.
Kamal Johnson, we're about up, man. I appreciate you joining me here today in the lab.
Oh yeah.
I want you to pitch your channel. I want you to tell my audience, where they can find you, how they can find you, etc., before I put some music on to play us out of here.
Okay. For the people out there, look, if you want to find me anywhere, TikTok, Twitter. Yes, I called it Twitter. Facebook, the Tube, Twitch, everywhere. Literally, all you got to do is type in Kamal Johnson Network. Even you can ask my bro Google. Just type in Kamal Johnson Network, and I'll pop up. It's that easy. I made it super easy for y'all. I made it where it's like, look, I want the most stupidest motherfucker to find me. If they type with their elbows, they're going to easily find me. Kamal Johnson Network. Across all social medias, YouTube, and things of that nature. You feel me? And I'm one of the black news channel in the black media, and I'm here to, not only inform people, inform the world, really, but I'm also here to fight for my black Americans and my black people. And I'll just leave it at that. Keith, I appreciate you, bruh. Thank you so much. You feel me? I will be hitting you up because I do want to learn more about what's going on the Canadian side of things. You feel what I'm saying?
I do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kamal, I'm really grateful, full of vitamin G. I passed them over to you. So I learned with one of my guests a number of weeks back, actually. Mm-hmm. He offered some vitamin G to me, and every single day I take my vitamin C, my vitamin D, and now I take my vitamin G, full of gratitude. So I offer some vitamin G to you for joining me here today. I enjoyed the chat, enjoyed the humor. My Black Seinfeld friend, we will have you back for some humor. Jump into your show.
Oh, cut out.
What you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to stick you back in the green room. I'm going to say goodbye to the audience, and we're going to play us out of here. All right? All right, pal. Great. All right, there we go. Kamal Johnson, the Black Seinfeld, live from San Diego. The only other guy I know goes live every single day. Kudos to Kamal for that. So we're going to push this show out on YouTube. It goes out on all the old Substack channels everywhere. We'll link to Kamal's stuff. You can find him. You can find him on LinkedIn. You can find him on X, Twitter, as he called it, Instagram. Just Google Kamal Johnson. His friend Google knows who he is. So that's what you're going to want to do. Just go ask his friend Google, and it'll take you to Kamal. So go check that out. Tomorrow, I was incorrect. Not yesterday. Tomorrow, two dads in a lab trying to be 2% better. Myself and Di Manuel with the guy with 6 kids, Chad Hufford, joining us in the lab tomorrow at noon Central, 10 Pacific. Hey, Kamal, that's your time zone, man. 10 Pacific and 1 o'clock Eastern time. I'm Keith Bilous. I'm your host. I sit here in the chair, noon Central, every single day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.